tonight as we welcome in the head coach of the Tigers, Brent Vernon. You have a little fun tonight, my friend?
It was enjoyable to watch our guys come out and compete and never make excuses, never give in to anything they could have given in to. Just really proud of them and just so excited for what we did tonight.
Big win. You needed this win. I'm not sure it was anything short of a must-win, but how good was Jalen Coates tonight? He was terrific. 9 of 12 from the floor, 21 points, 7 assists in the ball game, 6 steals. He was phenomenal.
He was great, I'm going to say, and we talked a lot. Jalen at times gets to where he gets tunnel vision a little bit, and tonight you saw his vision for the most part absolutely superb. He had one early in the game where he dribbled into 2 or 3 and turned it over. But after that, he kept finding Jacob and Hagan and Sean and, 6 steals. I'm going to say he just pestered him to death, and he was very active. And he did what a senior did. I'm going to say it's something that he's always talked about wanting to be in this moment. And at times, I've always believed him. But at times, sometimes your actions don't speak it. And he talked about this with me the other day about he's never been in college with this true opportunity. And he said, Coach, I'm ready for him. He showed it tonight, man. He made me a believer tonight for sure.
He did. He was terrific. Hagan Tyler also very good. Andrew Smith, 20 points. Tyler, 19 points. A couple of those juniors, you needed big performances. You needed others to step up. And here tonight, your 2 leading scorers, Tyler and Smith, were really good.
They were. I'm going to say, Drew and Hagan, they're the 2 guys that are our 2 leading scorers. They've been our most consistent. They're our constant. We need them to play well to give ourselves a chance. But, you go through everybody today, and there was no bad player out there. Nobody struggled. Adam Stanford, I thought, was very good, very active like usual. And then I would say it surprises me, but it doesn't, the things that Jacob King continues to do. He's short in stature maybe, but he's built for this. I'm going to say he never wavers. He's played great basketball of late, and he made some big shots tonight and never shows anything. 13 and 6 for a little guy like that, 40 minutes, and it's just come upon him real quick to where, hey, you got to play all these minutes. And again, just really proud of everybody tonight.
But he doesn't play like a freshman. He's a guy that's kind of turned that corner. If you looked or watched film or whatever it might be, you don't see a freshman out there with Jacob King.
You don't. And part of that's where he came from at a high school. I want to say it did take me a little while to adjust, but you play in the 6th and 7th region against Louisville teams every night, and you have teammates that are getting mid to high major D1 offers that you're going up against every day. You realize really quickly how to figure it out. And he had it figured out pretty quickly. He just had to sort of wait his time a little bit and do that. A lot of freshmen do. Some handle it the right way and some don't, and he handled it great all year, and now his number's called, and like you said, once you get to Christmas of a freshman, you're a sophomore, and he's playing like an upperclassman now, and I'm really proud of him.
You didn't hit a 3 against Pikeville on Saturday, maybe saved a few, and 10 here tonight. You shot it really well from deep.
We were a different team today than against Pikeville. I really believe how we sort of faltered at the end at Shawnee sort of took the wind out of our sails last week whenever we went into Pikeville. And again, they are the best team in the league. They've proved it. I'm going to say they won tonight. I want to say there's now no chance of a tie. They would have won the tiebreaker anyway. They're the outright champion, and it's hard whenever your win gets taken out to go into that kind of game. So we came in and regrouped. We talked on Monday, and we've had 3 great practices, and the way we responded was fun to see.
I know you have a ton of respect for Coach Paul Peck, but you and Lindsey Wilson at this point kind of battling for that 5th seed. It's going to be down to the wire. It's going to come down to what Saturday may be a playoff game for all intents and purposes. It may be kind of a play-in and get your way to Kansas City with a victory.
It could be. There's still a lot to go. I'm going to say, you're looking, Georgetown's up 10, and, me and Coach Beck actually talked just yesterday, and we sort of laughed about the potential scenario. If we win on Saturday, if Lindsey were to end up losing tonight, it puts us in a tie with them, and we would get the tiebreaker and put us in 5th. And thank you. And I believe with where that stands, it would give us a very good opportunity to earn that at large. Something we haven't talked about. 20 wins is special, I think. I want to say every team has that goal, and getting that's good. Getting to 21 obviously will be a lot better. we get to that. We probably still have to have some help to where there's not many upsets. But we can, again, I told her one game at a time. And we'll come in tomorrow. We won't do much. We will really, really talk about our prep. And then we'll just see what we can do on Saturday. It should be a very fun game, senior night. If it works out to where it is somewhat like the playing game, it's going to be a playing game if they lose for the fifth spot no matter what. It should be fun with a lot of things on the line.
Before we get to senior day, let's talk about small-time college basketball gives you moments like Justin Ramos tonight, getting to put him in. That's pretty cool. You had an entire student section cheering for him, but he's been a big boost to you guys just from a standpoint of being able to get him in and practice and be a part of the team. And I thought it was really neat the way that your team embraced him and reacted to that as well.
Well, after football, he went to Coach Clement and asked if he could finish out the JV basketball year, and you know, he did a really good job for their team last 4 or 5 games. You know, the last game of the year, unfortunately, when Taylor got hurt, Ramos came in and sort of put him on his back and got 30. With Taylor getting hurt, we were down in numbers, and I didn't know if he would want to, and I asked him, we asked, would you like to come practice? And he said, absolutely, I'll help you any way I can. And I wanted to give him the opportunity to dress if you're going to spend that time. He could have easily said no. But to me, you know, I was talking to Coach Hardy earlier. He is what Campbellsville University is about. He's a selfless young man. I talked to Coach Atwood about him a lot. He's loved by everybody. He's loved by the football coaches. And in the short time I've really got to know him, I love him to death. He works harder than anybody we have every day of practice. It's fun watching him. And as the game kept going, there was no doubt he's earned this, right? And I appreciate him sacrificing his time to come out and help us.
Coach, congratulations on this one. Now you turn your attention to that Saturday matchup, but it'll be senior day. You'll bid farewell to some guys on Saturday, 4 guys that you'll recognize on senior day, and should be a big one.
Is it
5? I don't know.
I think it's 5.
I'm not good at math.
It's all right.
We got Duke, Jalen, Sean, Adam,
and Taylor.
Oh, Taylor, because he's not in the box score.
Absolutely. That's all right.
Taylor's a junior, not playing out. He more than likely will not play out his last year of eligibility.
What we've got here is, and I hate senior day. You know, I hate it as an assistant coach, but I hate it just as much as a head coach. I'm going to say, last game in Powell, my number one goal is to try to make it as special for him as we can, and that means coming out and battling and winning. It won't be anything I do. I'm an emotional guy. You know, Sean, 4 years, has done a lot for us and has gotten better and better every year. Jalen Coates has made so many strides, and you know, we've had our ups and downs. We don't always see eye to eye, but man, that kid brings it every day, and I love him for it. And those other guys, some of them haven't been as long. You know, Taylor's battled. I feel as bad for Taylor Howard right now as anybody. He waited his turn, and unfortunately, an injury's put him down. He's working his tail off. Hopefully, he'll be ready come conference tournament because he'll be a big boost for us. Duke, you know, Duke's been good. You always wish you have some guys 2 years, those 1 year guys. You really do. Then Adam came in from a great program, and it was hard for him at times because we went through some lulls that he wasn't used to, but stayed the course. A great young man, plays as hard as anybody we have, is as electrifying as anybody we have, as you saw tonight. And again, it's just so hard for me as a coach, saying goodbye to those guys.
Coach, first win number 20 in your tenure. A lot more in our future. Congratulations on this one.
Thanks, man.
We'll see you Saturday.
Appreciate it.
Coach Brent Vernon and the Tigers win it here tonight. Final score 97-71.